If this is Gothard, I'm definitely gonna summon him. It's Henri. Okay, I've never summoned Henri, so why not? Let her come. Oh, a new ring. And we might as well bring Horus for maximum lore value. All this does functionally is increase the Deacon's health, because they tend to just attack the extra ones. Maybe reduce the chance of getting hit, but they don't do much damage in new games. I can't imagine they do that much more in New Game Plus. And there's not much way to make this fight challenging in the first place, so why not make it more visually entertaining, at least? Can't summon Cirrus because I haven't talked to her yet. And that's that. Oh, I was gonna put on the talisman. I suppose they can do their business while we do that. Success. And our allies did so much work this way. Well done. Thank you, friends. And so fades our chance of being invaded in this area. And of course me forgetting to put on the damn mimic hat down here. Symbol of avarice, our dearest friend. Can't be ahead. That was a Gundyr-esque kick there. Well done. Mr. Cathedral Knight. Well, there was a similar sword, but not the same one. I tried to go for the backstab there. Sometimes it works. With no analog stick assistance, of course. Why am I here? Why indeed? Alright, so patches should be up here theoretically. I might not have opened enough doors to make him happy though. So we'll see.
Well, you look reasonably sane. I am a knight of Katarina. I've managed to track down this cathedral's store of treasure. It's right over there, across that narrow part. Treasure. Always so close, yet so far. I'm in quite a pickle, indeed. Just hold your horses a moment. I know. Treasure is so sorely tempting.
So, the purpose of this bridge over here continues to elude me, all the same. It exists, that's all we know. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's not possible to get across this. No, indeed.
Shame on you, you greedy guts. Thought you could outwit an onion. Well, say hello to the nice giant. He adores visitors.
So we found 2 of the +1 rings. I believe there's 12. I don't think we're gonna be able to find them all, but worth some amount of effort, perhaps. I don't think I've ever picked this up before, so... Archdeacon armor. Who knew that shit existed? Perhaps Wikipedia users did. Thank you, Extra Live. And for whatever reason I want to lay down, so we shall. That means the fan might pick up more audio, and my voice will be a little bit more faint, so my sincerest apologies. It creates an unbearable viewer experience. Yeah, we have to take the elevator up right here. Now we can go around to visit Patches, as well as Rosaria. And get our Onion Knight armor and whatnot. Rescue Sigurd. And onwards we go. do have to fight the Abyss Watcher. Powers Booth is probably the only mostly one-dimensional character in Deadwood. Tolliver, I believe is his name. Cyrus Tolliver. Might be the full extension. But he really never does anything that's particularly agreeable, even if his purposes aren't necessarily the worst. He just never manages to not be evilish. And I don't think Powers Booth is a terrible actor, so I don't think it's his fault necessarily. It just didn't have anything to do that seemed halfway decent in the entire span of the show. Even George Hurst has more redeemable qualities. George Hurst, of course, is an actual industrialist, robber baron type guy. Well, perhaps not as cartoonishly evil as he is in the show, but it probably wasn't that nice of a guy if he was a robber baron after all. To my shock, that guy actually managed to follow us without dying. But it looks like he didn't make it to the second step. The one we raised should be right here, but it is no longer raised. Granted, we can't actually get to it, so it doesn't functionally matter. But we could still wonder at the mysteries of why it is raisable in the first place, of course. Here we have Patches, a good friend. Kind sir, he doesn't actually kill you in this game, he just kind of annoys you.
Yes, hello. Oh, I don't believe we've met. I'm Patches. Unbreakable Patches. You seem to be unkindled. Do you have business with me? Oh, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was my hand, as you know. But the deed, well, that was the armor's doing. Regrettable, truly. But behold, I'm stripped clean of that unruly attire. Look at you. Not a scratch. All's well that ends well, right? Yes, we'll be fine. I can tell. It's that rotten curse. It is. The untidy mess. Yes.
A new gesture.
It wasn't.
Hooray.
But you still deserve an apology. Just a little trinket. Go ahead. It's yours now. You should know, I'm a kind of travelling merchant. If you're as unkindled as you look, you'll find plenty of good.
And we have to buy our onion armor as per usual. I don't really think we need anything else from him, but gotta go save Secret. Need our Titanite slab and... Oh, I can't remember what the other thing is that I'm thinking of. Oh, a Met Force. I do not have a Met Force in this character, which is one of the only miracles he doesn't have. I'm pretty sure he has every miracle in the game, except for Met Force, the ones that you buy with souls. But I can just... with boss souls, I mean. I can just go spend those and solve that problem. Simply enough. The line simply enough makes me think of Inception, of course. Always Inception. I don't have any pale tanks, apparently. I know where one is, so I could solve this problem, but It does mean we're gonna have to go take that damn elevator again. Regrettably. I don't understand why the elevator would be down. Maybe I stepped over an accident. But that would be why. That's what typically happens when you step over an accident. That wasn't intentional, but it didn't work out, so this time I will not try to send it back down. I feel like it is supposed to be hot, but it's not really that hot in my room at present, even though the fan's only on the low setting at present. But maybe it will get hot in the near future, who knows. You'd figure me getting salty about being invaded would have made me hot, but it did not. And rhyming was sad. I believe there was a counter hit that's why I did that damage. And had a headshot, but still an additional 30% from hitting exactly at the moment when he hit me. Hell tongue. Success, glorious success. We could, of course, go and make it to the bonfire. That might be marginally faster than waiting for 2 loading screens. But I don't have that much of concern. And we'll see whether this is a summon sign for Hazel or like an NPC red summon sign. Not a clue. It's going to be in a very odd location relative to where the boss is. Ooh. Excuse me. Another thing which you would never figure out for yourself, this entire NPC questline. Except totally by accident, of course. do you have enough to get in the level? We're very close, so we should probably do that before we head off to fight the Abyss Watchers. And of course after the Abyss Watchers is the Catacombs. I'm pretty sure there's nothing to do after that. Was she just gonna fight me immediately? Not even... Will she say something? You vile murderer. Guess we'll find out.
I see that you are now a finger of Rosaria. Your path is wholly different to mine. Gentle Unkindled, I bid you farewell. If we meet again, it will be as adversaries. Gentle Unkindled, I bid you farewell. If we meet again, it will be as adversaries.
I guess we don't meet again in Firelink. Not that I remember particularly well.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Henry of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.